Hi everyone, my name is Tiffany Lamb and I'm going to be presenting my health education A through D forms. And so, just to briefly go over the contents, I've got forms A through D, which are the health center / health science related events, the CSUB educational event, the health related volunteering event, and the outside university event. So, an event that was outside CSUB itself. And at the very end, I'll touch up a little bit on my current resume. So to start off with Form A, which was a health center / health science event, I went to an HSSA general meeting. This was actually the final meeting of the semester, and so there wasn't much to go over, but regardless, I did learn a couple new things. First of all, it was very informative. They had some pretty relative information and advice for the members, such as opportunities that were still present for them to partake in, such as the annual public health career panel, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But yeah, being able to know more about the opportunities and the events that are currently available that we were able to participate in was really helpful in receiving credit and experience for our class and for ourselves. And another thing that I really liked about that was that I was able to meet with new people and network that way. I met a couple new people in there that I would not have been able to had the chance to meet if I didn't go to the meeting. So that was really great and a great way to learn about their goals and their paths in their own career as well and major. So next, I have the educational event at CSULB, which satisfied Form B. And so for that, I went to a Wellness Wednesday event in which they discussed facts about HIV. And so we had two representatives from there. Both came from the ALPH Health Center in Long Beach. And so they were here to talk about HIV and just facts about it. So anything between how it is transmitted, how it is prevented, how we can treat it and go about it, how we can, the steps that we need to take in order to prevent ourselves from getting it or stuff like that. And so it was really informative. Side note, I actually did forget to bring my Form B, so I had them sign it on a little piece of paper over here that I included, so don't mind that. But moving on to talk about the presentation, which was really well thought out and very professional. They had a lot of relative information. A lot of it I didn't know before, and so it was really good to get more information about the disease and how I can be a part of a movement that exposes more, I guess, information about it and to be able to have the right information so that we can steer away from misconceptions. They were really good about spreading awareness, which was really important because there are a lot of things that we don't know about it on our own, and so with their knowledge and their emphasis on knowing what are the right facts about HIV, it was really great for us as public health students and members of the community. They were also very encouraging and inclusive and provided a lot of resources and services for the members of the community, like the ALPH Community Health Center, as well as referring us to the Student Health Center at CSULB, and just emphasizing the need to be proactive and to be responsible about our health and the health of others. They really emphasized inclusivity as well. Now moving on to Form C, which was the health-related volunteering event, I went to the HSSA Annual Public Health Career Panel, which I mentioned a little bit before. This was probably my favorite event out of them all. I was able to gain a lot of information about a certain career that I am aiming for, which is the physician assistant career. And we had a person, her name was April Chapman, who came and spoke about that. We also had a couple other people who were like registered nurses or public health specialists, other careers like that, and they came to speak about their careers and how they got to where they were today. And I thought that was really eye-opening and informative. It was really a great way to learn about different career paths and how to approach them and to understand that even though we all have similar goals, there are a lot of different options and a lot of different paths to take. There's no right way to get to a certain goal, and so that was really inspiring and encouraging for me. I also thought that they were very communicable and relatable. Of course, they were students just like us years before, and they know the struggles that we're currently going through now, and so it was really inspiring to know that, just because we're going through struggles now doesn't mean that we won't end up where they are now, and they are very successful and happy in their careers. And so that's something that really encouraged myself, and I'm sure a lot of other students and members who attended the meeting. And back to networking, like I said, I met April Chapman, a physician assistant student, and she was really, really helpful, really energetic about her job, and very passionate about it, and so that really inspired me as well. And I was also able to meet other HSSA students and members in the meeting, and to learn about what their goals were as well, and to be able to kind of bond over this inspiring event. Next, I went to an outside university event outside of CSULB that satisfied Form D for me. And so I went to the Hearts and Hands 18th Annual Community Service Day in Newport Beach, which is where we made a lot of different crafts and projects for people around our community, and for just people across the world as well. Again, I forgot to bring my form, and so I actually had a different form signed, which is the HSSA check-in sheet. So their signature is right there if you need it. But more on that, it was very community-based. I saw people from around the community, like students from local schools and church members and residents of the community, that came together to create really thoughtful crafts. So like care packages, dream books, which we sent over to, I believe, India, for orphans who didn't really have much, and so these dream books were tailored to inspire dreams and motivate them about good things that could happen besides their circumstances. And we also created things like welcome home banners for military people who were coming home from war and stuff like that, and a lot of other things. But overall, I thought that event was really great to experience and to be able to have a part in. Moving on to my resume, I'll go briefly over it. So the objective is obviously to apply my leadership and medical skills in a healthcare environment, and eventually practice medical assistance and medicine to patients and others within the community one day. And so as of right now, I am a current medical assistant under Dr. Hai Pham. I do a lot of things like organize patients' appointments, provide assistance to the doctor during patient exams. I'll often take patients' vitals, blood tests, urine tests, administer flu shots. I use eClinical to monitor and manage different medical records, faxes, other medical documents, stuff like that. And so I take on a lot of tasks. Regarding education, obviously I am still in California State University of Long Beach at the moment. I'm a second year, and hopefully by May 2021 I'll graduate with a Bachelor's of Science in Health Science. And prior to that, I was in Fountain Valley High School and graduated in June 2017. And touching up on skills, I do have medical, computer, and functional skills. I am CPR certified, and so it does expire next year, but I hope to get it recertified since I have had it for almost 2 years now. Again, besides eClinical, I'm pretty proficient in Microsoft Word and Excel, as well as SPSS, which I learned from my stats class this semester. With working in a medical office, I'm able to work in a team with other medical personnel and multitask under pressure. I'm able to be personable with other patients and interact well with them. I'm very detail-oriented and organized as well, and can speak 3 languages. So in a nutshell, that's a lot of stuff, but I'm glad you guys were here to listen to my little presentation about my A through D forms and a little bit about my resume. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.